I remember now. I definitely remember now. So I had to come back to the same park under the same tree. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the same exact tree. It might be that one over there. But anyway, I'm at the same park at the same tree sitting on the same grass just so I could express how I remember now. For the past couple months, I want to say maybe like 5 months, I was kind of on like a downtrend in my life emotionally, like and spiritually. And I was like, what the fuck? Where am I at? Like I learned all this stuff. Why am I falling apart all of a sudden? And I realized I was just putting my energy in other places. I was wasting my energy and putting it in other places, even though I knew better. That's what I was doing. And like, I was just pretty much trying to do the impossible. I was trying to do what would require two of me to accomplish. It's like you're only one person, so let's be realistic. And you know, who am I? That was the number one question. That was the main thing that I was trying to find out. And you want to know who I am? That's who I am. To me, but it's really all like mental, so I wouldn't really be able to express it in too much detail. But I remembered why it mattered to fulfill this mission of me being alive. And I will admit that I took an entheogenic approach in order to remember, but whatever you got to do as long as you do it maturely, right? So who am I? I'm me. I'm Mo. Well, my persona is Mo, but I am this person that represents the energy of trying to help people overcome their own problems in a realistic way. That's who I am, and that's what I do, and I'm going to do it forever until I die. And what does it mean to be me? It means a lot. Like, a lot of people need people like me. A bunch of people that don't even know they need me right now. Like, especially family members. Even I need me. I even think about sometimes, what if I was dead? I like start to get sad, and it's like, oh no, like, what if I actually die? That's fucked up. So many people need this. And that's what reminded me, like, oh, eventually you are gonna die, so you better get your fucking brain and energy and life experience out there to the people to help them. So that's who I am, and I'm just glad that I was able to figure that out. I was trying to like figure it out through other ways, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go with my old method of remembering who I was and staying by myself, and eventually I figured it out. Like, I was at a point where I forgot how to like express my personality. I didn't even remember who I was. I was like, why do I like even making jokes, and why do I like doing all this fun shit? And it was more so like I didn't have enough energy in order to appreciate certain parts of life. And one thing I just learned today was that life had to bring me down in order to continue this balance. Like, I was way up, mentality, spirituality, everythingality, up, and then life had to bring me down, to where I'm like, what the hell? I'm like depressed and like not eating the healthiest food. Like, so now I'm about to I'm leveling out back to, like the original me. And I had forgot the feeling of why it mattered. Like, there's like a feeling, like there's an emotion inside of like your heart, your soul, like, no, this matters. And I forgot why that mattered. And I was basically like wasting all my energy and not looking at things the right way. Like, I was looking at things at too broad of a perspective. I was forgetting how small I am, and I was putting too much pressure on myself to achieve things that are way too big and way too short of a time. And like, I realized the only way to achieve those things, that everything that I want to achieve, is to get rid of the limitations and distractions. And it's really just myself. It's just battling myself. Once I get over all of my own personal limitations and distractions, then there's nothing holding me back. I can just do everything. Like, there's literally nothing holding me back at all. So I just had to get on here and give a recap, let everybody know what happened. And I'm not gonna act like, oh, I'm 100% better, but it's more so like a mentality. It's like, okay, if you have those same emotions from before, just filter them through this new perspective, And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it, you know, because things will come back. It doesn't matter how much you get over in your life, you overcome, they'll still remind you. It's still a part of your like memory. You still have to remember, like, oh, I overcame that, you know. It's not just like, oh, okay, I finished that, never have to think of it again. Like, hell no, dude, that's what I did with like depression and sadness. I was just masking it with my social skills and shit, and I thought that I was never gonna have to deal with that shit, but lo and behold, I fucking did, you know what I mean? And but yeah, so you'll see me on here a lot more often, just saying a lot of random gibberish bullshit. I didn't want to get on like YouTube and just say stupid shit. Like, nah, it has to be authentic, from the soul, real. It has to be really what I feel, and I had to get my emotions right. I had to get them back in order to like produce the right type of information I want to put out in the world, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is an update of me remembering who I was. I'm me, and me remembering why it matters to fulfill this mission, because that's the whole reason why I'm alive. And yeah, I'm still fucking figuring out what other things I need to add and subtract from my life, and we're just gonna go from there. And I'm always gonna post my struggles and what I'm fucking going through in hardship, because if you don't, then it's fake and people aren't gonna be able to fully relate to you. And I just want people to fucking relate to me and be able to use this information to help themselves, you know? There's no other purpose or goal in mind than helping people. So with that said, I remember.